For the truly wronged, sometimes all you have left is revenge.
On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, parental discretion is advised. If somebody has done you wrong and you've done them right and you want everybody to know about it, you reach out to Eric.
The best way to do it is Instagram, DM me, especially this time of year. It's always the best time because during the fall and spring, I get really backed up, but now it levels
There's
off.
Imodium for that, by the way.
That'll back you up
actually,
more.
I'll back you up more. Never mind.
Extra backed up,
Oops,
right?
that was the wrong drug. Sorry.
Dookie-lax or whatever it's called.
All right, who do we have lined up this morning?
We got Ashley. Good morning, Ashley.
Good morning.
Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. So why do you need to be on revenge this morning?
Well, it's my ex-boyfriend, Justin.
Okay, ex-boyfriend. How long ago did you guys break up?
And how long were y'all dating for when you answer that?
Well, we only broke up a couple weeks ago, actually. We've been dating for 2 years as of this summer, and we were about to go on vacation together to Europe, but he dumped me 5 days before the trip, and he ended up taking someone else with him to Europe.
Oh, that sucks.
And this is so new. Think about
That's
you were
very
together 2
wrong.
years. And
How did he break up with you? Was it an in-person, like, this is not working, or what did he say?
A lie? What was it?
Yeah, he pretty much just was like, hey, it isn't working. I have been seeing somebody else.
Oh, so he was cheating on you.
Yeah, he was cheating on me, but he made it seem like he had just met her. And really, I went back and I looked at the reservations that he made for the trip, and I found out that he had never actually booked me a ticket. He was supposed to be paying for the trip, which was very nice, but he'd never booked a ticket for me, even though he said he had, and he'd actually booked a ticket the whole time for this other woman, Pamela. So I found out he's actually been cheating on me for the past 6 months of the relationship.
Oh, my God. What a jerk, because
crap.
he led you to believe he was taking you to Europe when he'd actually bought a ticket for this other woman.
What was his plan or what was his reason for that, do you think?
I don't know. How am I supposed to know?
Why would a guy do that?
Well, why
think-
do you guys do anything? I mean, what about these guys that date girls for 6 years and then they say, "Well, I'm not going to ever get married," and then 3 weeks later they marry somebody new? It's like insane. So,
it's weird.
obviously that hurts. The sting is still there. And 5 days later, he goes with her on the trip that you guys had planned to be together. So, what else do we need to know before we get him on the phone?
Well, I know that his plan was, after he got back to the States, stay a night in New York with family. So based on his itinerary, which I happen to know because I was supposed to go on the trip, he's not even in Houston yet. He should be in New York. I thought it would be fun to inform him of something before he gets home.
Oh, he's in New York. He's totally confused. And I just told him, hey, the Roula and Ryan Show wants to talk to him. Can you just hold on for 2 minutes, please?
Okay, hold on, Ashley.
Talk to him quick.
Let's conference in Justin. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE, Justin.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, Justin, thanks for talking to us this morning.
I know you're confused.
Yeah, thanks for taking the call.
Yeah, do you ever listen to us when you're back in town?
I mean, I don't really. My ex used to listen to you guys.
That's part of why we've called you, Justin. We have been talking to your ex, Ashley, and she's actually on the line with us. Say hi, Ashley.
Hi.
What? You my whole vacation. I don't want to talk to you, Ashley. You
Whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on a
My
second. Don't
gosh.
talk to her that way. Ashley, what's he talking about?
What'd you do?
Let's just say I went ahead and canceled his hotel reservations, 3 different hotels for the week that he was going to be in Europe. And, I went ahead and canceled the tours that they had scheduled, like all the outings. How'd that work out for you, babe?
You're oh my God. If I was there right now, I would, we would have some words.
Well, she's here right now on the
Yeah,
phone.
she's here right now. Talk to her.
What the were you thinking? You can't, why would you do something like that? You're crazy.
Oh, I'm crazy? Huh.
Yeah,
You were
you're
on me
crazy.
and lying to me for 6 months and then dumped me 5 days before our vacation to go with another woman, and I'm crazy? Doesn't that seem a little bit crazy to you?
This is part of the reason that I did dump you, because you're just, everything you do is insane.
Justin, you're kind of lying right there, though, because she said she saw the itinerary. You can't just all of a sudden change names on an airline ticket. Like when you book a trip, you can't just suddenly say, oh, this person's not going. Let me give the ticket to somebody else. You booked it in advance with this other woman.
Yeah, I did. I booked it in advance. I didn't know the best way to break up with this because I knew it was going to be volatile when she found out.
Of course it is. 2 years. And
Hold on,
5
Ashley,
days
how
off.
are you able to cancel all of his stuff overseas if he's the one that booked it?
Well, even though he's the one who booked the airline tickets, he was very insistent that I be the one to book the hotels and the tours and all the outings. So I'm the one who made the reservations, even though they were in his name. I had all the confirmation numbers, all the information.
Wait, let me get this straight, Justin.
Nice.
You
jerk.
had her plan the vacation
For you and
For
your
you
new
and the other
chick,
woman.
the side piece.
What a labouche.
Well, at least she was good for something.
What did you end up doing, Justin, when you went to the hotel?
Well, the first night I didn't even get to sleep because we were too busy trying to find something. And the next night we ended up booking some crappy Airbnb that we paid like 3 times more than the original price we were supposed to pay for the hotel that we already had booked, Ashley.
That I booked, babe.
Don't call me, babe.
You don't even know the half of it, Justin.
Oh, no, there's more?
Oh, there's more?
Wait,
Oh, my
more?
God.
Oh, yeah, I have another surprise for you.
What did you do?
Well, when you get home, you'll see that I took the liberty of taking back some of the things that I purchased for you during our relationship. You know, you never got your key back from me, so say goodbye to the iPad that I bought you. Say goodbye to the Bluetooth speakers I got you. Say goodbye to the silverware I got you, the plates I got you, the pots and the pans. Yeah, it's all.
Man, why'd you get all these things?
Man, you took it all. I like it.
She got it back.
Oh, man, that's really bad. And he's not even home yet.
You guys don't know, Ashley. Like I knew something like this was going to happen. I was trying to find a way out easily, but it didn't happen.
Let me get the timeline straight here. Ashley, when did he offer you this European vacation?
It was like 90 days out.
And
from
he'd
when
been
we were
cheating
gonna
on you for 6 months.
So 3 months
for
before
3 months
then.
of that, yeah, he was already messing around with Pamela. Okay, well, I guess that's an epic revenge of an ex. I gotta say, wow.
So, Justin,
Ashley.
overall, how would you rate your vacation? Was
Oh my God,
was it
TripAdvisor
relaxing?
0 or?
Stressful?
Definitely stressful, I'll tell you that much.
Good.
Well, I guess in the future you will think twice about having somebody else make arrangements for you for any kind of trip because of what Ashley just pulled.
I learned never trust a ginger.
Oh, Ashley, you got red hair?
Yes.
A little fiery.
Well, I guess you just proved that point. Okay, Ashley. Thanks for, I guess, listening to the show. Happy trails there, Justin. And
Have a safe trip back
yeah,
home.
hopefully your plane's
Your empty
on the
home.
way. Right. Okay, we're going to let you go now. Thanks for
Bye, Ashley.
contacting us, Ashley, and best of luck getting home, Justin.
Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you take care. You know what? You don't get your money back on those things a lot of times when you cancel. So,
Unless you have that insurance. Like,
well,
it helped me
if
last
you
year.
have the insurance, like a year ago at this time, I was one day into my trip to Rome and
You have to
turned
be
around,
sick.
came back, and I lost all that money.
Yeah, you have to be sick, not heart sick.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
Sorry, Ryan.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I had enough of that.
Yeah.
One day you went all the way to.
I cannot. I would
Italy.
never. I don't care how messed
Matt-
up things are. I'm like, all right, you can go home. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this trip.
yeah, why did you do that?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to move
Tell
forward.
it real quick because that's interesting.
You brought it up.
What?
Yeah.
You brought it up. You said, "Did
Tell
this
everybody
happen?
what happened.
It was a
I mean,
massive
you don't have to say the whole
argument.
the details, but I'm just saying you took your
Then fiance
to
Rome. I remember we
last
said,
year at this time.
Yeah, it was going to be like a surprise and everything. And
Because you told her, you said, I'm going to surprise you. We're going somewhere.
First class."
I spent like 6 weeks putting it together and more money than I'd ever spent in my entire life on anything.
So you're ready for this. This is going to be like a nice 10-day trip or something.
We are there for a day and just a massive blowout argument. That's it. We're going back. Flew back. And
Who made the
lost-
call? Like, who was so upset that they're like,
Was it you or her?
I made the call. I was like, you know what? I'm not living like this, and we just
Well,
came
like
back.
Ryan, like Kevin said, why didn't you just say, you know what? I think we need to take some time. I'm going to get another hotel room, and let's just sleep on this.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, sleep on it.
if you spent that much money,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? It's
one of those things you
I
did
don't
it-
want to. I don't want to say too much because, like, I have the opportunity to have a microphone to tell my side of the
But for
story.
you,
and
though,
it's unfair. I wouldn't want.
but do you think you overreacted? Like, when you say something,
Right.
and you do it, and you get your luggage out, and you're like, oh my
Oh
god,
yeah.
what
No,
am
I told
what-
you. I told you what happened.
Well, why am I putting this stuff in my bag?
Yeah.
I'm putting this in my luggage.
I don't think I overreacted.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No,
It's
no.
a lot of money. It's a lot of money
Yeah.
to throw away. And I bet that was a very awkward 9-hour trip home on that plane.
Yeah, how'd that work?
Like, just
that was unpleasant.
not facing one another.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, because we were
And then you
on
have to
the
like
same,
Uber home.
because we were in. I went all out on that. I had first class, so
Did you get
you have a
separate pods?
pod,
Yeah,
different pods, so we're not next to each other.
She zipped up the. Close that little stanchion.
Did you want some? I don't want to talk to you. So what happened then? Like you go back to Jersey Village right after the trip, or do you guys?
Took some time apart, but that was really probably the beginning of the end right there.
Dang.
So,
Oh, man. That
And if
hurts.
you would have
That hurts
insurance
my
or
soul.
something, you could just got a doctor to help you.
Yeah, I did. I had COVID. I had to go
Yeah.
home.
I think I did that last year with the.
Have you ever had to?
cruise with a barrel hit?
Yeah.
We
Good
did
for
our
you.
trip, and then we were going to go on like a quick one of those 3 or 4 day cruises.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to see if I could, get away, but I'm like, nope, I'm not going on. And they still did that ship still went out.
Well,
And they said they had fun. The people, I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not chancing that. Especially after watching that poop cruise.
Oh, I watched that documentary on Netflix.
I'm like, this is going to ruin. Actually, Kevin will be good for us.
You
Because all
know-
the people that are afraid to go on cruises will watch that and they'll say, this is what it's like always.
Yeah, then don't go. It's too crowded.
Yep,
I don't want
exactly.
you on that ship anyway.
Yeah.
But usually when the captain sees that type of weather, you can easily navigate around it.
By
And-
that time, remember, it was like, because it was like that Friday we were going to go, and I think it was hitting like the
Right
next-
then.
Then I'm like,
We don't want to be
I don't
going
be
out
straight
in
away.
that.
No, I do not
now
want
they
to pay for that.
repurposed that ship and they just gave it a new
Oh,
name.
the poop cruise one.
Yeah,
They did.
I think they did a
Sunset.
massive renovation on it because I mean, when you watch the documentary, people are walking around in poop,
Yeah,
like water and
At the end, they said they spent $120 million to
refurbish it.
It's actually not too bad.
called it the Sun. Sunset.
Sunshine.
Sunset.
I
or
think it's the sunshine. I don't know.
Sunshine.
Here, just grab your phone. What's
And I think they moved it to Australia or something like that.
really?
Like, listen,
But now Netflix. But they had the
Crikey, it smells like poop.
but they had the Carnival people on there, talking about it.
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I
It
guess-
seems like they did all the, God bless those people that worked for that ship because they really did
yeah, they cleaned up
a
everything.
good job. I mean,
During.
like they were great for the passengers.
We talked to some people. Remember, I got them on the phone. That was like 2013. We had them on to talk about
I
it.
can't believe it was that long ago.
well, it was an epic mechanical engine failure, and I believe it was a fire, right?
Yeah, and it took all
So-
the cables down. It showed it burned all the.
But I
cables.
still feel like the documentary did not cover enough as far as like why exactly were they not able to like go to another ship? Like why couldn't another ship like pull up alongside?
Because they were so far out,
Yeah.
it would have taken another day for another ship
They
to
actually
come
had
out
one.
there.
They brought. Then they show in
Yeah.
the documentary. They have one backs up, but they're so big, Ryan. You can't like put a plank and
Across the two, it's very
Oh,
dangerous
yeah.
to cross
6,000
between
people.
two ships.
Those people are like, yeah, those people over there are doing the cha-cha slide and drinking, looking at us, and we're all like, have some eggs.
Well, I remember the part of the documentary where they brought the tugboats, and remember, there's nothing to really. Kevin, you're a merchant marine. You know how ships work and everything. So there was nothing really to soften the swaying of the ship. There's zero power. So when the tugs would like pull on that ship,
Oh, yeah.
everything just went flying. They said that's when all like the sewage spilled out. When the ship started pulling,
Yeah, because when you're being pulled and you have no power, you can't extend the stabilizers, which is these little wings. No one knows this, but there's wings that come out underneath of a ship. On each side is called a stabilizer, and so that keeps the ship from rocking back and forth too hard. But if there's no engine
Is that there?
or to run it and power it, then they couldn't put those out. So then it's like hemming and hawing. It's rolling forward, rolling backwards, rolling to the side. It's like a corkscrew
Oh my God!
in the water.
That thing-
and this stuff spilling everywhere.
They gave the people free booze, they said, for a little bit.
And they said they realized quickly that was a mistake.
They got too drunk and started fighting. By the way, Carnival Sunrise.
Carnival Sunrise.
It's in Miami right now.
Okay, all right.
Book it now.
I'm sure they cleaned it up quite nicely.
I'm surprised they didn't scrap that
Do they have
shit.
the giant
No.
emoji, the poop emoji, as their mascot now?
You don't need to scrap it.
All right, what do you want to do next, Derek?
We have so many panic buttons we
You
have to
wanna
get
go
to.
through that?
Yeah, it's good because there's one where this guy's needs some help. I think it's going to be an easy panic button because his girlfriend's best friend is like sending him some photos,
Uh-oh.
and he doesn't know what he should do. And I think we all know the answer.
Oh, those kind of photos.
Yep.
All right.
Nudes.
All right, we're going to hit the panic button next on the Roll and Ryan Show with Eric.
You've got a problem.
Please don't panic.
Hit the panic button. Please give me the answer. On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
KRBE.
Okay, the listener line number is 713-278-VENT. You can call us about anything on the listener line. Eric and myself, we go through it all throughout the
A lot
day.
of people, like even last week when I was on vacation, people were DMing me like, "Hey, I want, if you do, ambient stories. I have a great ambience." I go, well, call the listener line and leave it there, and we can chop it up and play it anytime.
Yeah, try and keep the calls under 2 minutes. Like when I see like a 7-minute call, I'm like, oh,
amen.
God. I mean,
Yeah,
like
because we
this is
can't
going to
play-
take me all afternoon.
Because we can't play a 2-minute call straight.
No, people get bored.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, because everybody's got the attention span of a goldfish, myself included. I mean, for sure. But this
What'd you
guy,
say? What?
Yeah, exactly. This guy has a problem. I think all of us guys are going to be in agreement when you hear this. So here's the panic button call that he left.
I've been dating my girlfriend for about a year now, and family likes me, and her friends seem to like me. In fact, one of her friends maybe seems to like me a little too much. I always get kind of a weird vibe from her when we're all out together. She's a little flirty, a little touchy, and it's no problem normally. But the other night, I walked her out to her Uber. She was kind of wasted, and then the next morning, I woke up and I got a couple of nudes sent from her to me, and I was like, holy shit. About 10 minutes later, she sends me another text that's like, I didn't mean to send those to you. And I know she's got an iPhone, so if this was a genuine mistake, I was like, you could have unsent them. I don't know what to do about it, honestly. I don't know if I should bring it up to my girlfriend because I hate drama, and I feel like this will cause some drama, because it's pretty irresponsible. And I don't know what to do. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I know, I'm kind of torn.
Not me. I'll lead this off right here. You have got to be completely transparent with your girlfriend. If you do not acknowledge this, it's going to look like, God forbid this ever comes out, it's going to look like you were somehow involved or you sent her the message that it was okay to send you nudes.
But then if you don't like drama,
if you don't like drama, he's probably scared of the drama because he knows she's dramatic.
Nip it in the bud.
And then what's going to happen if he does tell her this? He'll be like, "Oh, when you went out there, what did you say to her?
Yeah,
what did you?"
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But
His girlfriend's going to think that he was sending her the message.
If he tells her, then the girlfriend will probably turn it around somehow, and that's what he's thinking about. I'm going to get burned either way. I'm screwed.
Kevin,
so I guess
you're
I can
very
see why he's
quiet.
panicking.
Yeah, I think she's too dramatic to be told. I don't think I'd leave that one out.
What?
I mean, if there was a mistake, then good. Then I would show. Then if it ever comes back to you, just show that text. Hey, that was a mistake. Okay, well,
delete the photos. Delete the photos.
Delete the photos. Oh my god.
Or what he
And
needs
just
to
keep
do.
that part that says it was a mistake.
What he needs to do is send her back a response text. I was highly offended. Please don't ever let that happen again. And then he's got evidence that he was not interested.
Then he's a liar now?
Yeah, come on now.
I'm offended.
Yeah. I found that
that was so disgusting.
Your
shocking.
boobs are so offensive.
Well, there's some nudity you don't want to see.
Or you could just say, you write back, say, I understand people make mistakes when they're drunk, but just so you know, I'm in a committed relationship, and I appreciate you respecting that.
Yeah, that's good.
But you can't win. It doesn't matter. You're not going to win.
You're not going to win.
If you don't tell your mate what happened.
I just think it's
what
wrong
would you guys
to keep
want?
secrets.
But then you're going to be mad at your friend. It's going to
Well,
cause
she should
drama.
be. Her friend betrayed her.
But she didn't do it on purpose.
Well,
That's
so
a load
she
of crap.
claimed-
I'm not buying that. She said, "Oh, I did it by accident."
And
he
then
even
he
said,
says she's flirty and stuff like that. And 9 times out of 10, the girlfriend is noticing like the signals that she's putting down.
That friend sucks.
What if
though.
you asked the young lady who sent the pictures, what if you said, hey, maybe you could let my girlfriend know that you accidentally sent these so that, I'm covered?
That's a bad idea because then his girlfriend's going to come to him and say, "Why didn't you tell me this happened? Why do I have to hear about this from my friend?"
I'm saying he should have done it right away.
Man, the ladies on text are not happy with our response.
What do they
because
say?
it's the boys' club today.
Yeah, they're like, we need the girls back ASAP.
Sorry, that's what happened.
Oh,
Look at the boys.
Rula would have lost her mind.
So what do the women think? That he should just go ahead and keep his mouth shut and never say a word?
No, tell her.
That's
The
what I'm
women think
saying.
they should
All
tell her.
right, right now, real quick. Call us right now if you're a lady. If you want to
Ladies.
put your opinion in real quick.
833-390-KRBE if you want to chime in on this. I don't know how you could be mad at us. I'm saying be transparent with your girlfriend. Tell your girlfriend this happened.
For me,
it's a mistake to keep that a secret.
But I know my wife, and I would tell her because there's no drama there.
Right, exactly.
But this guy obviously worries about drama.
He's worried about drama, which
he
means
can't win. He's screwed either way.
Yeah.
Somehow he's going to get blamed. And then if she's still flirty, and then
yeah, I think this might come out as like a ladies need to stick together thing, and you just look like the a-hole that took the nudes.
Yep.
Somehow, yeah. Because the girlfriend's going to say, you must have been putting out the vibe that you wanted to see that.
That's what you were right. Line one, there we go. We got a female. I don't know the name. Stephanie, is it?
You just call her Stephanie.
Stephanie, welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Hey, Stephanie.
Hi.
Hey, Stephanie.
We'll let a female into the boys club today. Go ahead.
Right. What's your take?
Well, I don't know if I'm like along with all of the other females. However, I do want to say, Ryan, that was such an old man move. That was deeply offending.
I didn't want to say that.
I'm just saying.
That is really aging you, Ryan.
I'm trying to make him look like a choir boy.
Oh, wait. He put her on
but
hold.
I would say I think that he does need to, I don't know, maybe tell the other girl, like, hey, I'm sorry. I need to tell your friend that this happened so it doesn't make me look bad. But, you know, it is a little much. Like, that's what I would say. I mean, he has to address it or else he's going to make, he's going to make himself look like he's hiding it.
What if he did it at the same time? What if he texted his girlfriend's friend and said, hey, we should just tell her, I'm going to put you on speaker real quick, and we'll just tell her right now what happened. It's an accident, blah, 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 blah. At the same time?
I don't know.
Was that bad?
I don't think you need to do that. Like, it's already on text message. Just like Ahmad said, delete the photos, have that thing on there that says, oh, that was an accident. Take that screenshot and show his girlfriend and say, hey, I deleted these photos already because I don't think that you'd want to see them. But this is what happened. This is what she said. I want you to know, like, I don't care to look at that. She says it's an accident. I know it could be misconstrued at some different way, but this is how I feel about it.
Don't you think that
and
he
so
should
just go from there? Like, that's honest.
He should talk to his girlfriend first, right?
Whoops, we put put her down.
Okay.
We'll go to another girl. There's a bunch.
Okay.
Take line, I don't know which one, 3? Go ahead, take line 3. I can't.
All right. We're flying blind here.
Hey, it's the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric. Who's this?
Hey, this is Casey.
Hey, Casey. So what's the first thing he should do?
Okay, first things first. Number one, that was not an accident.
No, exactly.
I don't think so.
I don't buy that.
That was most definitely not an accident. Number two, if he truly, truly cares about his girlfriend, he would be more upset, and yes, he would be offended, like, what the hell is this girl's problem, and why would she do something like that? My husband, we've been together, we're still in our early 30s, but we've been together 12 years, and he would be so upset and tell me, like, you need to check your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then at that point, we're no longer friends.
Good.
She did it on purpose. Women are scandalous because if you have two identical twin men, like, they're always going to go for the taken one, even if the other one is single. That's just how some women are. They're just gross.
Yeah, they're just gross.
Well, you said that, not me. I'd take line 5 real quick.
Julia.
Hey, Julia. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
The women put their 2 cents in.
Hey, Julia. So what should he do?
I don't think he needs to tell because the girl sent back a text that said it was not meant for you, and he was, okay, end of story. If it came out, he'd go, she said it was an accident. She was meaning to send somebody else. I didn't think anything of it because it wasn't important to him.
But do you think he should go straight to his girlfriend and say, here's what it is?
No, because if he goes to the girlfriend and he starts laughing or like, oh, my God, she sent this to me by accident, then it becomes a bigger deal. I would just dismiss it because even if you have an iPhone, if you can't delete everything right away. Right away you can, but after a certain amount of time, you can't delete it. So if she truly meant to send it to somebody else, then it was an honest mistake.
But why didn't she unsend it?
But you know what I'm saying? Huh?
Why didn't she unsend it?
Maybe there's another guy with the same name.
You can't unsend texts or pictures after a certain amount of time on iPhone.
Maybe she didn't realize that was maybe the same guy's
right.
name.
I mean, she was in a drunk. And she's probably thinking, why hadn't this guy sent me a text back? I sent him, whatever. And then she's like, oh my God, I sent it to the wrong person.
Well, there you go, Julia. You're a female, and you did. You said what Kevin said.
Yeah.
Rod said. I said. Yeah. Yep.
But also, someone said, "Oh my God, Julia, boo!"
Yeah.
You can boo, Julia.
I think he's got to be honest with his girlfriend.
Oh man, this is more complicated than I thought.
Controversial.
Old man Brian.
I was just being a.
Hey, young
what did
lady.
you say? Which
Don't
one
do
was
I
that?
said I find this highly offensive. Please don't do that again.
Yeah, that is so. That's not even old man. That's just weird.
I'm trying to make him look like, I was offended. It was disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want to see that.
Yeah, our wives and women will really believe that one.
Hey, it's right there in text. They can read it and say, he turned her down. But really, seriously, he should go to his girlfriend immediately and just say, I don't know what this is, but...
Well, if we voted here, 3 of us say no.
Yeah.
You don't want him, you think he should not talk.
Someone
I
said,
don't think you can win. It was an accident. I have it on there, and if she says something, goes, you know what, it was an accident, I delete it right away. I didn't even want to bother you because it was just so stupid. It was...
Okay.
Someone on text
like
said it
just a poop.
perfectly. Play innocent, play dumb.
Yep.
That's how I feel.
Just what men are.
Okay, you can leave your comments on the listener line, 713-278-VENT. Coming up next, what do you want to hit here?
Oh, I saw this, 2 things. Khloe Kardashian. That's what I love about Khloe.
Mm-hmm.
She's my favorite Kardashian.
The most down to earth.
Because she details every cosmetic procedure and surgery she had. I don't know if you saw this on social media, but she's got a list. Everything that she's done to herself.
It looks like quite a bit.
Like, I'm not going to hide it. I'll tell you what I did. And the most popular movie, The Year You Were Born.
Ooh.
All the way from 1967 till 2024. You can text me your year, and I'll tell you what it is.
They didn't have talkies yet.
Yeah, right. Right. Go with the Wind is on there. 1967, Ryan, was the last year. Sorry.
Right.
Topic is, what words do you say?
I don't know what that was. All right, we'll hear it next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
Celebrity Scoop. On the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Scoop is brought to you by Taqueria Rondas. Eric, what do you have for us?
Well, I have the most popular movies, The Year You Were Born, from Harper's Bazaar, but it only goes from...
Harper's Bazaar?
Yeah, 1967 till today.
Is that like Bazaar?
I don't know what that is.
No, I think my mom used to read that magazine.
Yeah, but I can't do anything like 66, 60, in the 50s and
Okay.
60s. So if you want to text, I'm seeing some text with some numbers. We can do that in a second. But before that, Khloe Kardashian.
Mm-hmm.
She loves radio. She did a radio show in Dallas. Michael Yo, our friend Michael Yo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He became popular because of her.
Yeah.
In
He was
Miami,
on the
right?
show. He was on the show with her.
She seems to be the
trained her
most
in Miami.
likable Kardashian. I think most people feel like she's the most down to earth.
She said, I'm very open, and I'll tell you guys everything I've done.
Okay.
So I have her list if you want to know what she did. She had a nose job. Let's see.
More than one, I would assume.
Laser hair removal.
Okay. Oh, I had that too.
She had the full body.
And actually, they changed my nose around when they did that surgery. In
you did?
2009. Mm-hmm.
Literally around. No.
Yep.
It's really weird looking. Let's see. Botox and Sculptra.
I don't know what Sculptra is.
What's that one? It's used to treat a facial tumor removal site on her cheek.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
She had a.
Oh, maybe those brown spots, or is it like a?
No, you know
tumor,
what?
though,
There's
but-
these sacs inside your cheek that a lot of people will remove, like they're around your jawline, and it creates a thinning effect.
Oh.
She also did soft wave laser.
Oh my
What
gosh!
is
I'm trying to go
that
all
do?
these.
Does that do?
It's a
Does that
skin tightening, like a
Okay.
non-invasive skin tightening.
It like dissolves fat or something?
And Sculptra is something that helps stimulate collagen production to restore facial volume and reduce wrinkles.
Ooh, I want that.
Look at us guys in here
Hell yeah.
looking at all these procedures.
No, I was looking because I asked my wife this last night. I looked at a photo. Our first photo we ever took together is in June 22nd of 2003, and I'm like, man, I had my lips. I had these sexy pillow lips. I feel like my top lips now. I'm like, what's wrong? My lip doesn't feel as sexy and plump. And she said, when you get older, you lose it.
They shrivel?
That's why women want to put that stuff in there, right?
Yeah, but they go overboard, and then
well,
they
you
look
lose collagen as you get older, but you can add it to your diet.
Yeah.
like what
It's
foods?
expensive.
What foods have collagen?
I think you just have to eat the outright collagen.
Yeah, like the supplement.
Collagen
Ew.
greens.
Collagen? No, that's collard greens. Collard greens.
Oh, that doesn't work.
I'm dead.
She got some dermal fillers.
Dermal fillers.
Okay.
Okay.
She said used that in the past, but not recently. Collagen threads under the chin and neck for lifting of fat.
Oh, that is weird. What they do is they implant a hook and a string. Think of a fishing line with a hook on the end of it.
All right.
They implant it inside of you, say down at your chin area, and then the string travels inside of your face, and then they pull it back inside of your face, so it pulls your face back, utilizing these hooks and maybe your muscle or your tissue. That sounds
like
real
a
nasty.
facelift. That sounds uncomfortable.
Does the line stay in there forever then to keep it?
It must
tight?
stay in there forever. I don't know if it dissolves, and if you're in the industry, maybe you can tell us. But the hook has to be made of metal, you would think, and it hooks into the inside of your tissue.
Ooh, I don't like that.
And then her additional treatments and lifestyle, she had salmon sperm facials.
What?
Who hasn't had that?
And how do they harvest that?
Let me tell you,
Let me go to
girl.
Central Market. I'll let you know. I'm going to do that time I record myself. Hey, can I see that salmon for a second?
It's a delicate process.
Slap myself. It's not working. And then she lost about 80 pounds with a personal
No
trainer.
boob job. I didn't hear that in there.
Nope. Well, I think she already had boobs.
Yeah, I think she always was more full.
Peptides, vitamins, and daily skincare. That's the Khloe Kardashian way. So that's pretty cool.
Good stuff.
All right, let me look at the people want to see what years. People are saying, I'm seeing a lot of 1984s. What year would that be?
All right, give us some.
I don't know what how old would you be in 84?
You'd be 41. If you're born in 85, you'd be 41.
All right, let me look there. 84. Beverly Hills Cop was the #1 movie.
Okay.
Let's see. 85. Back to the Future was the #1 movie. 86. Top Gun. So there you go. 80. Wow. 87. This movie sucks.
Which is
3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah, that was the #1 movie.
That was the most popular movie then.
3 Men and a
Baby. 2 or 3 of them, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't think it sucked necessarily, but I just don't see that as like a massive blockbuster.
I guess I was a little kid, so why would I want to watch that?
Yeah.
Rain Man in 1988.
That's a good movie.
89. Batman. Yeah, the original Batman.
Michael Keaton.
And then we go to 90. Home Alone.
Right.
Okay.
And 1991. This was a great movie. It still holds up, I think. Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
It's the best of all the Terminator movies.
Yep.
It's way better than the first one, and anything that followed couldn't compare.
Let's go to the 90s real quick. 92, Aladdin. 93, Jurassic Park.
Okay. Oh,
yes. That was huge.
I'll give them props. For it being 1993, that CGI was on point. They really did a good job.
94, Forrest Gump. 95, Toy Story. 96, Independence Day. We were just talking about that earlier. Other people agreed with me. They cried too, and Bill Pullman did that. Today we reclaim our independence.
We fight for,
There's something in there that makes us cry. Titanic in 97, Armageddon 98. Oh yeah, Armageddon.
I've never seen that.
You never saw Armageddon?
Oh,
No.
dude,
it's so good.
I was waiting for my ear for something exciting.
In a nutshell, Ahmad, so an asteroid is headed towards Earth, and they decide that they're going to train a bunch of oil, riggers or, these. I don't know what you call them, but they're flying them up to the asteroid, and they're going to detonate a nuke and blow it up so it doesn't hit the Earth. But in reality, if they'd done that, the Earth would have just been pelted with a million little
It wouldn't have
asteroids.
separated and then stuck together?
The science doesn't add up.
Well, it was a fun movie, and it looked pretty. Michael Bay. Any other years you guys want?
No, you covered all the good ones.
Yeah.
Wait a second. All right. How about 2000?
2000.
So you'd be 25.
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That's never been my thing, but I know why people like it.
2001, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, of course.
Okay. Hey, my
and then
daughter's
you got the Lord of the Rings stuff, 2 and 3.
Okay.
Pirates of the Caribbean, 6 and 7.
All right. My daughter's 1999. What was that?
Star Wars, Phantom Menace.
That was such a horrible movie.
Yeah, that was. Piece of crap.
What about your daughter's birthdays?
Let's see, 2008. Dark Knight.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And was 11, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Part 1 or 2?
Part 2.
Okay, that's a good one.
And then you go to Avengers in 12, 2013, Frozen. So there's a whole kind. Let's see. Now so many people. 77. I'll give you that one real quick. Star Wars: A New Hope. Now that was a good one.
But they just called it Star Wars. It was the first Star Wars, and But it started, if you watch this, what do you call it, the crawl, where
the beginning
has all the words or whatever. It was called Chapter 4, A New Hope.
Oh, it was.
So they started the first Star Wars on Chapter 4. That's how it That's my little
And sorry, Ryan,
nerd
we don't know
observation.
what. I think yours was Gone with the Wind. We are right.
Frankly, darling, I don't give a damn.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Roula and Ryan Show with Eric.
what's going down in H-Town?
104.1 KRVE.
Oh, and 1981 was a good one. Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
That's a great one.
That got me into action movies.
Yeah, I just
Whip and the
anytime it's on a Sunday afternoon, I'm just going to sit through the commercials and watch it.
Yep.
I love
that
Indiana
first.
Jones.
That was the first. Raiders was the first Indiana Jones movie.
music, just you're fighting the Nazis.
But the one, what was the one where they went to the underground temple and they pulled the heart out?
That's Temple of Doom.
I had to. I turned that part off the other day. I still cannot watch him reach into that man's chest. Kalima Shakti Day.
He's got some strong fingernails. He just somehow penetrates the chest cavity
And when they
rips his heart
slice
out.
the snake open and all the other snakes come out,
eels or whatever.
dead.
Oh, and they're
Cannot
having
do
that meal, chilled monkey brains.
Ew, that is such a nasty one.
So good.
No, when they're walking, it sounds like fortune cookies.
No, there's roaches.
Starting today, car buyers can no longer receive temporary paper plates. Today is the day. All dealers must now issue metal plates at the time of purchase under the new law that is aimed at cracking down on fraud. Dealers will hand out fresh license plates at the time of purchase, but may also distribute temporary metal license plates if the situation calls for it. For example, an out-of-state buyer would get a temporary plate called an out-of-state buyer plate. The out-of-state buyer plate is green. They are color-coded, I guess. But yes, no more paper plates, and that's to cut down on fraud. That's what's going down in H-Town. Now, coming up next, this is so cool.
I love this. We have our friends from Moody Gardens. They should be hopefully stopping by here in any second now. I have to go down and look, make sure they're here.
Yeah, because we got a chance for you to win the ultimate holiday prize package to Moody Gardens, a one-night stay at the hotel, 2 tickets to their holiday fantasy stage show, 2 Iceland tickets, 2 tickets for a painting activity with the penguins, 2 value pass tickets for all the attractions. Let's see, a $50 dining credit at a cafe in the park, and a round of golf for 2. This is all coming up next.
That's not just... we're giving the prizes all week. No, that's all one package for you.
One big package. That's coming up next on the Roula and Ryan Show with Eric and 104.1 KRBE.